Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, where I'm working on companion quests right now. And I'm standing in a vampire's, I hesitate to call this a castle, a vampire's manor. And so now you can probably guess which companion's quest I'm working on right now. So yeah. I anticipate a lot of biting in the near future. A lot of biting. A lot. So much. We'll see if I'm right, though. We will. So, I should really get going. So last stream, I wandered around through this manor, and I found a way to open the sinister door. And that is where we are picking up here. Please do not concern yourself about the unconscious person on the floor. He's only unconscious. He's still alive. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's all okay. At least until we go through this door, which I might be delaying a little bit. Okay. Sinister door, hello.
The door is covered in intricate text, but you can't see anywhere a key might fit. Only a small round hollow engraved with a family crest. Looking closer, you recognize the writing. It's the same Kozakuran script from the dictionary you found.
Yes, he is resting green. Also, welcome back to the stream. It's nice to see you. And he is resting. He's very, very unconscious and probably will have an impressive concussion when he wakes up. But he's fine. He's fine. Everything's fine. I am concerned about how many rodents are going to be in this fight. I find them annoying to target. But, yeah. Alright. Press the Tsar signet ring against the hollow and read the door's inscription aloud, or just leave. No, I've got the ring, I've got the words, we're gonna do it. Read the door's inscription aloud.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door swings open.
Messy. Everybody?
This calls for careful footwork.
But not for long. Tonight he changes.
Okay.
Promises we'll have fresh meat then. All we
Place hewn.
bloody
White mist. Party guest. A lot of blood. A giant rat.
stupid wounds.
Garrus hewn. Bloodfang. Another party guest. More giant rat.
No
And I'm showing someone like directly in front of us, but I'm not actually.
New master keeps all the fresh meat, but not for long. Tonight he changes. Promises we'll have fresh meat then. All we
Oh, there's also a bat in here.
and raw.
These guys are actually not showing up as aggressive, which is interesting. Maybe we can convince them to go away. Sierra lad, hello. There is face stabbing in the future. I do very little face stabbing in this game, although there is a lot of stabbing, sorta. Well, actually, most of the things that are happening are bludgeoning at this point, but, with this party, most of the things that are happening are bludgeoning, but, okay, we're gonna take a chance. We're gonna take a chance, and we're gonna hope that maybe we can persuade these werewolves How are you using Asterion and not doing a good face stab? Well, you see, he got this really nice, flaming crossbow that sets things on fire. You know, as you do. Alright, I'm taking chances. Hello?
You can't be here. No one in, no one out.
You're new. Cazador never kept guard dogs before.
The runaway spawn. You reek of the Master's scent. Come with us. Come to Master.
Excuse me? I will not be ordered around my own house by some blow-in mutt.
We bring you to him. We get his favor.
And we end up with combat with me standing in front again. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, hey. If we come out of this in as many pieces as we went in, we can talk to the party guests. Well, at least one of them. I do not like how I am out front and not out front in the initiative order. That's unfortunate. There's also more bats than I had spotted. I don't love that either. But I think the wolves and the werewolves are definitely priority number one, because they're gonna do the most damage. Okay, Asterion. Oh man. Yeah, there's not gonna be any sneak attack for you this round, Asterion. I'm sorry. We're just gonna have to make the most with what we have, I guess. Let's see. The white wolves are the ones who are going to get to go first. I think this one is closer. You know what? We're gonna make problems on purpose. If I can't sneak attack... Can I get all three of them? I can. I am not gonna use my reaction or my bardicness for a rat. It's fine. Okay. And then I want you to scutch around here.
Just like old times.
And have a little hide. I am now about to get noshed on. Wait, I'm not going to get noshed on. Oh, hey, look at that. I get a chance to back up. Which I ought to take, but... But Karlach, we are saving the beam of sunlight for the vampires, but man, I hope there's not too many more combats before the boss man. Time to rage.
Say bye-bye.
Let's scutch over here, and that way most of the things over here are gonna have to go past her to get to the rest of us.
Where do I go from here?
Now... do I get the lightning going? Or do I take a shot at a rat? I think on the whole I should get the lightning going. Call lightning time. In the interest of saving my last level 3 spell slot, I'm gonna make this a level 4. I can't quite get the rat. Oh, wait, there we go. There we go. Perfect. We're gonna let the rat save. Man. I wish I could do those 4 more points of damage, but I don't think I can. Okay, and back up to next to Shadowheart. Why does Shadowheart have her crossbow out when she should have her spear out? That's weird. Can I get her to just flip?
My faith will protect me.
I cannot get her to flip when it's not her turn. That is unfortunate.
Still on my feet.
I wish there was something I could do with my bonus action that would give me that 4 more points of damage, but alas.
I smell blood.
You should smell blood. It's everywhere in here. Oh. Vampiric vermin. Oh. Oh, thanks. We hate it. Da-da-da-da-da. Actually, when we're surrounded, I mean, I don't give much for her chances of holding on to it, advantage on concentration checks or not, but I think that this might be the better choice. Okay, yeah, that worked. That worked pretty well. Spirit guardians. Yeah. In situations where you are, have everybody around you. Speaking of, could you please switch to your spear now? Thank you. I know you can't actually use it, but I feel like under these circumstances you should really have it out, girl. Does anything need to be done with the bonus action? I mean, I want to cast Shield of Faith, but that's also a concentration spell, so we'll just leave that be. We will just leave that alone. Well done, Shadowheart. You get to stand here between these two wolves and think about what you've done. Excuse you? Okay, now is time for stabbings. I'm not sure if they're going to be face stabbings, but stabbings nonetheless. The only other option would be, Scorching Ray, 3 of them, but... Never look a gift stabbing in the face. Well, I could also attempt to set them on fire. More so than this guy is already on fire. I could do 13 to 48 to a single target, or 8 to 48 on multiple targets. Oh, sorry, 2 to 12. This is a tricky choice. Wait, can I... What am I getting this from? It comes back on a short rest, which we will definitely be taking after this fight. No, you know what? I don't want to be setting things right up against my people on fire. I have learned better. Stabbings it is. Yeah. I mean, I could try poisoning him, but nah. Stabbings! Through the door because we're leet. don't want to be here. I really don't want to be here. So we're going to disengage. And we're going to skitter into the Spirit Guardians, so that anything that's attacking Asterion is going to have to come into the Spirit Guardians in order to do anything. Dodge like your life depends on it, Asterion, because it does. Oh, look at how many friends Karlach has.
Another fight. Let's go.
I have this lightning, but the question is where to best use it. I could put it over here. Or I could put it on a myriad of Karlach's new friends. I'm highly tempted to go for the myriad of Karlach's new friends because, man, she's got way too many friends right now. She's only got 2 swings a turn. I can only get 3 without hitting her, though, which is unfortunate. Admittedly, over here, I can only get 2. And the Savage Howl is an effect, it's not a concentration, so... But yeah, no matter where I drop this, I can't get more than 3. But I think if I put it down here, it will be the best outcome because that's it for that one wolf. Zappy zappy! Wolf down! Wolf down! I could try pommeling this one werewolf in the face. I don't know that that's actually going to help anything, though. I am probably losing the lightning because both of these wolves are gonna nosh me. So really, I don't lose anything by attempting to pommel the one in the face. Yeah. Okay. That's me.
I'm heating up.
Alright, Karlach, I have thinned the herd somewhat for you. We need to take out some vermin, I think. I don't know if the vampires, if the bats have the same vampiric attack that the rodents do, but... Consarn it. Okay, we're going to throw my favorite reinforced greatsword. I can't throw it. Wait. What if I... What if I throw a bat? What if I throw a bat at a rat? Well, that was a thing that just happened. Oh dear.
Survival is all that matters.
Had fun yeeting goblins in Act 1 with her. Yeah, I've yeeted several things, but I found that a lot of times I'm up against opponents that are quote-unquote too heavy to lift, so I just started carrying around a basic greatsword and yeeting it at things. It's been pretty effective. Darn it, I have nowhere to go. I have absolutely nowhere to go. Sort of like a throwing knife, only it's 6 feet long and weighs 12 pounds. Oh, it's Karlach! It's Karlach, so you know. Well, I have nowhere safe to go that is still within the Spirit Guardians. And I'm unwilling to leave the Spirit Guardians for obvious reasons, so... R.I.P. me, I guess. Sorry, Karlach. How charming, how charming. Oh, guess who's susceptible? Okay. Stabbings must continue until my morale improves. Have some poison. And... yeah, I can't think of anything better to do than to also clout him with the shaft. That girl used poison. Someone's been eating tadpoles? Yes. Why do you think my face looks like it does, Sierra Lad? There's a very good reason why my face looks like it does. Man, I wish I could scotch over so that these two would be in the Spirit Guardians, but I guess not. Ow! You assholes! Is this one also threatening me? Because, like... oh, it is! Just thought you'd chosen very creative makeup, maybe. No. No, I would not choose to look like this on my bard. The chances are better if I go after Duver here. Look at this. Radiating orb, threatened, dazed, mental fatigue. Their dexterity is drained. They're charmed. We're about to turn off the charm, alas, but... here goes! Well, he's definitely not charmed anymore. You know what, Asterion, sweetie? Have a little nosh. And then get back into the triangle of power. Yes? Yes. Okay. Pity we can't do anything about the wolf that is about to try and take a nosh out of Karlach, but, oh, no, it did the stupid thing instead. Wow, that was impressively stupid.
What now?
Let's see here. Because I moved Asterion back into the triangle of power, it's gonna be a little tricky. But... oh, the discordant noises I'm making while I'm setting this thing. Zap! Cool, 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 cool. Oh. Oh, that one's so doomed. Oh, look at the doom. Look at the adorable doom that is happening here. Spirit Guardians are gonna eat him for lunch. I think we use another spell slot, but not a very big one. Sorry, Asterion. Make sure I get Asterion and not a wolf. That would be bad if I got a wolf. Can I move? I can. I'm just gonna scooch over here because I can still see. But if this guy wants to come after me, he's gonna have to step fully into the Spirit Guardians. Although I think he's... no, he is in them right now, but yeah. If he wants to come at me, bro, he's gonna have a little more difficulty. Alright, Karlach.
Fire, baby.
More vermin cleansing for you. Oh yeah, these guys are... do. And then, because I feel like it, we're going to take a bat and hit a bat with it. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Although, what exactly was that? I don't know. Well, okay. You know, I'd rather she join this cluster of power over here, so we're going to invite the attack of opportunity, which is going to miss, so that she can be threatening over here. Yeah, that's pretty threatening. That looks good to me.
Can't stay idle.
Good, good, good. Yes. Yay, Spirit Guardians. This feels like an extension of the got a penny, need a penny jars. Got a bat, fling a bat. Need a bat, take a bat. Yeah, well, we're out of bats. And the Spirit Guardians did quite a number. Which means that there's only a wolf and a blaze left. The wolf is more hurt. Place is all alone. And getting hit with a clout by a polearm. Immune to bludgeoning damage, how dare you! Oh yes, I will use Sentinel and some more poison. Oh, poor Blaze. Oh, poor Blaze. Let's have a moment of silence for Blaze. Good night, Blaze. Okay. That was certainly a thing that happened. Alright. Save, because that was real good. I think that was an excellent use of both the Lightning Storm and the Spirit Guardians. Now it's time for an orgy of looting. Empty. Empty. Not even a snack. How rude. Empty. I'm starting to notice a trend. Garrus? Empty. Rat. Empty. Rat. Empty. Rat. Empty. You know, I was hoping for an orgy of looting. That means I actually get something from it. Empty. Empty. Detecting a fiend here. Your slip appears to be very Freudian there, Sierra Lad. Very shiny, very slippery. Okay, I suspect it's going to be continuing. Me? Fiend? I didn't do that on purpose. That is the point of calling it a Freudian slip, Sierra Lad. You don't do those on purpose. Why is it stealing if I were to loot the party guests? That's so weird. Okay, I'm getting bored of empty critters. Oh, wait. Before I do that... There we go.
Alright, better get to it.
Not even thinking of fiends. I mean, I was splatting demons in Azeroth, so maybe that's it? Sure, let's go with that.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Hello, we have questions. Who are you? What were you doing here? Who killed you? Who else was here? Leave. Well, I think that one or two of those is answered by the fact that they are labeled as party guest. Who killed you?
Wolves arrived when our host left, slaughtered us.
Uh-huh. Where did your host go?
West Door took most beautiful people away. Never saw again.
West Door. I'm gonna write that down before I forget. Okay. West Door. Okay, there we just have the words West Door completely without context. It's spectacular. Who else was here?
Politicians, minor nobles, fist officers, all sorts.
Oh boy. I know I'm running out of questions. I don't normally count the questions on this because it seems very loosey-goosey, but... what did he want with these people?
Information. Asked so many questions. Power structures in city. Weaknesses. Who he needed to control.
Oh, he just hung it all out there. What were you doing here?
Enjoying party. Drinking. Talking.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
We will never know who this person was. So, Cazador took all the important people and the beautiful people and left. I still don't understand why it's stealing to loot the party guests. It was a party guest and he wasn't pretty. He wasn't pretty enough and he wasn't politically connected enough to be spared the wolf death. That's good information. Like, this one has a name, but I don't know whether or not we can actually talk to her. I am gonna try because she has a name, but she's not glowing, so I don't have a lot of hope.
The corpse remains silent.
Nope. Darn it. Okay, and also...
What to do? Swift as my feet can carry me.
I am facing north, which means that the west door is this one or this one. If this counts as a door. Well, I am totally going to look at what the guests have in their pockets anyway. Nothing.
No traps, please.
Nothing. I'll get you in. Read that. Sansi, I've been invited to play at a party at the Tsar Palace tonight in their ballroom. Show the Chamberlain at the door this note and he'll let you in to join me. Wear your best dress. Kalira. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Well, choices multiple people came to regret, 101. I don't have much hope, but I owe it to myself. Yeah. It appears that the musicians counted as pretty people. So I suppose they had that going for them. Clothing. Why is there clothing in the party room?
Here we go.
Sheet music for Gendro Sandro's Death Suite, a funerary celebration in 3 parts. Oh. So, Cazador either was never subtle in the first place or has abandoned subtlety entirely. These are things to know. Okay, what do we have in here? We have unbutton. Oh, of course. You know I have to. You know I have to. Moldy cheese. More clothing. I mean, I understand why certain areas of the vampire's castle are more blessed with clothing than others, but there's some very random places that I keep finding clothing around here, and it's getting concerning. More rotten food. And a ladder. But yeah, I have to know what this button does. It closed the door? Hello, this is a pretty place. The butler's cane has a knob on the end. Alturiac 1477. Huh. We're gonna read the dry one first, and then the knobbly one. Alturiac 1477. Until I was 13 years of age, I didn't know that Uncle Cazador was a vampire, that indeed my entire family were vampires going back generations. Growing up on the Tsar country estate near Angavled, raised by old family servants, I rarely visited our city palace in Baldur's Gate, and when I did, I couldn't wait to leave and return to the country. The city palace, straddling the wall between the upper and lower city, was more than creepy, it was somehow chilling. Amanita Tsar. Oh, girl. I don't feel like I'm gonna need that directly, but I am gonna send it to camp just in case I do. Alright, and then about the butler's cane. This comedy of errors centers around the butler, Vincent Raspington, who thought he is a silly dragonborn with stiff manners and a generally baffled attitude to the goings-on of fine, fair ladies and their gentlemen, ends up going arse over tea kettle into extremely erotic situations with the local nobility. Needless to say, he's unprepared for it. There's a particularly good sequence in which Vincent, a 7-foot-tall dragonborn, must pretend to be a shy little gnome named Missy Wimplesnatch during a banquet. Guffaw, fnar, hee-hee, ho-hum, etc. I don't know what I expected. The wine rack has a selection of booze for me to send back to camp. Gotta love how there's a casket against the wall. I could steal the paintings, but I don't feel like it. There's another button. The casket has nothing but ale in it. That is spectacular, thank you. Yeah, there's nobody in there. Alright. I know that this was not the way that I was indicated to go, but poking in corners is a thing I do. Oh. Oh, there's a bunch more caskets here. And doors. Ruby ring. Okay. Off to camp with it. Sooner or later I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna find somebody in there. A single gold piece. Off to camp. So I'm guessing that these were just prepped for when they're needed? Tarsac 1477, a plain, unadorned note. On my 13th birthday, I was summoned to the city palace by Uncle Cazador. Old Drossel hitched the team to the best carriage and drove me to Black Dragon Gate, where I was met by porters and a litter to carry me through the upper city to Czar Palace. The chamberlain was waiting to conduct me to the ballroom, a chamber mysterious to me, as I'd never been allowed to enter it before. Amanita Czar. Oh, girl. Okay, off to camp with that as well. I fear that Amanita may not have been long for this world. That might be a door, but I'm doubtful. This is definitely a door. Continuing with the savings. You know, I should actually take my short rest, shouldn't I? I will take the short rest before I go through the door that I was directed. We appear to have infiltrated the attic. Empty. Rotten food. Sooner or later, I'm gonna find a person in one of these. No, I have no use for a rusty hand axe.
What's in here?
More booze. Off to camp with it. Empty. 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 You know, the way that this is dark over here leads me to believe that there's more rooms, but there's definitely nothing that indicates a door or a secret door or anything like that. This is a very fancy coffin. What is this doing here? Can't actually interact with that sucker. Oh, that's another door. Alright, as usual, saving before opening any doors. Back out into the hallway. Okay. So there's like stuff over here. There does not appear to be a way to go over there. Oh, wait. Aha! I might actually be a smart person. Water. Okay. Off to camp with that. A button that probably closes that door again. Rags. More coffin. Still empty. A plain bottle. Mr. Czar seems to be a man who is very prepared. More clothing. Teal slim fit outfit. I'm not sure if it's his color, but it's a color that I like, so I'm going to send this to Minsk because I can. Silver glass that I might as well send to camp. A hat. An empty. A more empty. Asterion Y. Shoes. Asterion, you should not be grunting from that short of a... More bottles that I'm not going to bother to take. Oh, and another ladder. Okay. Oh, I think this might have been another way into the house. One of the ones I didn't use. Like, I just walked in the front door. Oh, there's skeletons in the attic. Okay. I thought you were supposed to keep those in the closet. I feel very nice about, taking my time about this because it's not like Cazador can proceed without Asterion. So, until and unless I take Asterion to wherever Cazador is, I can take my time. Oh, what have we here? 2 pouches, some gold, and some gold. Okay, the golds we will send to camp. Open. A key and a hand drum. Well, the hand drum can go to camp, but I will take the key. I do not need the drum. I've got a spider lyre. Empty. Empty. I do wonder what that key is for. It's probably something I already broke open, but, well, had a Styrian lockpick open, but still. It's the principle of the thing. Okay, so this was not actually an alternate way in like I thought it was, because there's nothing else here but here. But do. Poor Arabella. Not Arabella. Amanita? I ought to remember that better. I have had both characters and character pets with that name, so I ought to remember it. Alright, back downstairs with us. Down the hatch. And we'll... I have a suspicion that we can't actually get this door open because no button. Why? Why is there so many clothes in random locations? Why would you be storing clothes in your party ballroom? Ooh, this is a door I can open. Oh. Let's not touch that for the moment. Nothing of note. What do you mean I can't reach this? Empty. Empty. Party planner and silver glass. Nothing but a writing implement. The Annals of Baldur's Gate. Preface. Centuries ago, a young man sailed from the village of Grey Harbor. Where he went, what he saw, and the deeds he accomplished are simply legends today, but the wealth he returned with years later is a hard fact. Baldur made Grey Harbor rich. His gold built docks, funded businesses, and raised strong walls to protect it all. One of the gates into this flourishing city was named in his honor, but so great was the wealth that flowed through it that the name of the gate became more famous than the village that started it all. The name Grey Harbor has been relegated to dusty history books and ancient maps, but Baldur's Gate, that name is on the lips of every traveler in Faerun. It's not wrong. Not wrong at all. Off to camp with you. I assume that Gale reads every book that I send back to camp, so it's, sometimes I like to give him something, slightly more interesting to read. Okay, party planner. This seems to be the working notebook used by a certain Chamberlain de Fay to plan Cazador's gatherings in the mansion ballroom. Functions are divided into two categories, those for invited guests and those for involuntary guests, the entertainment for the latter category being considerably more sinister than the former. The final handwritten entry is below. Master has ordered a special party, a final feast, he said. This will be my ultimate test, but I am prepared, and I'm sure the guests, both invited and involuntary, will be thrilled to participate. Oh, do you? You think that? Okay. I'm pretty sure that is a window, not another curtained doorway. It still bothers me that I can't look at these two shelves of books for some reason. Oh, wait, there's a stack I hadn't checked. Lower City and Upper City. A guidebook written to assist newcomers in grasping the separation of the upper and lower parts of the city of Baldur's Gate. It describes the upper section as the home of the patriarchs who are the city's nobility caste. It is well patrolled, and its immense wealth shows itself through wide, well-lit streets shining proudly on buildings of elaborate and elegant decoration. By contrast, the lower section of the city is a tangle of narrow streets, compact buildings, patrolled not by many guards, but a cornucopia of merchants, craftspeople, chancers, dancers, fools, fabulous vagabonds, cut purses, young men and women of negotiable affection, barkeeps, beggars, knights, and knaves. That's cute. Here, Gale, you can read this one too. Off it goes. I could take more of their booze, but I don't feel like it. I don't want to touch the dais because I suspect that might be an elevator. That is a window. Okay, that is not a door, that is a window, and therefore, yeah, we gotta get on the dais. Okay. I'm going to have a proper save rather than a quick save. And knowing that Cazador cannot proceed without Asterion, who is right here with me, we're going to have a nice short rest.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Look at that! Everybody has hit points again. And all short rest abilities have recycled themselves, which means that... Well, which means that Asterion can bite people again, and I can hit people with the pommel of my sword again. Yee-hee-hee. It's all going down, and so must I. I don't like how... Okay, alright, fine. Here goes.
You stand on a clean metal platform. A beautiful but antiquated elevator. There are some scuffs to show its age, signs of things dragged onto it over the years. but it seems to be in good working order.
Uh-huh.
What in the hells? I never knew this was here. This was always Cazador's private quarters. Only he ever came in here. Well, him and the unfortunate souls we brought to feed him.
Huh. Well, it makes sense that the guy would have the fanciest chambers in the place and the least windowed. Okay. Descend or leave? Well, we're going to descend. We're going down. I love how going down the elevator, Karlach just looks bored. What the? There's a waypoint down here? And also, what is this? Of course he's in the crypt. We also have this interesting door here. This pretty but less interesting door. Ditto with that one. Oh, there's so much to look at here. So many crypt gates. I know which one's the important one. It's fairly obvious which one is the important one. But yeah, why is there a waypoint down here? We're not allowed... This is an aggro zone. We can't teleport here. Yeah, we can't fast travel. Like this must be for later if when we're successful, but or maybe it's supposed to be so that we are able to teleport to here? But that's still that bothers me. That bothers me a lot. Okay, journal got updated. Investigate Cazador's palace. Let's see, uncover the secrets of the Tsar Palace. We unlock the door to what looks like a ballroom, but is full of blood and dead bodies. And werewolves. We need to deal with them if we want to delve further. Investigate Cazador's dungeon. We stood on a platform that took us deep below the palace into Cazador's dungeon. How big is this place? As big as it needs to be. It's the way these things go. Okay, let's see here. Locate and investigate Cazador's lair. We have entered Cazador's palace. Now we just need to find the vampire himself. We used an elevator to descend into a secret dungeon under Cazador's palace. We have yet to find what's hidden down here. Yeah. Well, I think any door that we choose besides that one is going to be a
What in the hells? I never knew any of this was here.
a chasm creeper, okay. Okay, so the guy just has a giant pit into a river in his basement. How useful for disposal. I wonder how you make these cage things work. Like, obviously you suspend prisoners in there, but how do you get the cage over to where you can put the prisoner in? But yeah, I'm surprised that the Asterion hasn't actually been down here. I would have thought that Cazador would have brought his spawn to be down into his main lair to convert them, so to speak. I don't like the drag marks on this floor. I don't like that at all. Ah. Ah. That's definitely spell locked, and I don't know that I have that many dispels. Also, it looks like there's a way down. Wait. I hear voices. Okay, this door led to where I thought it would. Well, now I have two doors that could possibly be the one that I'm looking for, or the way I'm looking for, but let's try this one. Okay, let's entombing clot. Hold on a moment. What the heck is an entombing clot? This door is impassable to anyone without the correct ring of passage. Ring of passage?
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring.
Well, we do have the Tsar signet. Let's give it a go.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
Well, I'd say that this appears to not be the place where the voices were coming from. Velioth? What a nice little donjon chambre we have here. Well, as usual, save before I poke anything. The Journal of Cazador Czar. It records the movements and actions of his spawn with particular attention paid to Asterion. Oh, how lovely. How lovely for us. Of course, we had his favorite, or his most important, or his least obedient. Every order, failure, and punishment is recorded with cold calculation. Only the most recent entries seem to betray any emotion. Asterion failed to return from his hunt this night. Godi informed. He will have the pliers ready when the boy shows himself again. Still missing. I ought not to be surprised. The boy has always been troublesome. But to disappear now, when we are all but ready, it is unconscionable, even for him. I have dispatched the brood. They will find him and bring him home, and when they do, I will make him scream for this. It has been days, and he is still missing. No amount of pain has motivated his brothers and sisters to find him. It seems Baldur's Gate has swallowed him whole. I am searching further afield, but my reach outside the city is limited. In the meantime, the hunt continues here. Dalria and Petrus returned from today's hunt, rushing to report that they had seen him in Worm's Crossing. Their tale was fanciful, but they believe it to be true. Asterion, standing in the sun's light, willing and able to disobey me, inconceivable. It seems he has become more than troublesome. He is now a liability, but he will be brought to heel. He will come home, take his place with the others, and complete his purpose. My spawns fail me. Asterion eludes me. I will have my due. Oh, you will. You will have your due, sir. But I've brought my cleric and my sunlight-wielding barbarian to make sure of that. You know what? We're going to add insult to injury here by stealing his diary. $330 gold, a peridot ring, arrow of real matter, and arrow of beast slaying. Okay, well, the arrows go over to Asterion. And the gold... Excuse me, all of a sudden I'm sneezing. I'm trying to keep it silent, but I still have to stop to do so. Okay, these go to Cap. Desk. Oh. Letter to Morel Ackham and the Guild, Hidden Rulers of Baldur's Gate. Okay. The book's central argument is encapsulated in a chapter devoted to Rilsa Rael, Guild Kingpin of Little Kalimshan. In another time, in another place, Rilsa Rael would be celebrated as a revolutionary. Newt? Who is newting at me? Mystic, hello! Thank you for the newt. Where was I? Ah, yes. In Baldur's Gate, in her own lifetime, she's known as a crime lord, a kingpin of the guild, ruling over the city within a city that is the district of Little Kalimshan. Rilsa's story began when she was orphaned at a young age. Her father was hanged by the Flaming Fist for sheltering his fugitive brother. Soon after, her mother was denounced by the jealous wife of a patriarch and imprisoned in the sea tower where she perished. Alone in the world, she had learned two valuable lessons. When the law is corrupt, it is a necessity for those without the support of its enforcers to act outside it, and when the law is brutal, it is an ethical duty to act against it. Operating from within the Callum Jewel Emporium, Rilsa knows the value of everything and everyone that moves through Baldur's Gate. She controls a wide network of agents who observe and track the exchange of goods and information as closely as any merchant or politician. But second-hand knowledge is cheap. Rilsa's real trick is to draw those with secrets to share directly into her orbit. Oh, sorry, I read that completely wrong. Rilsa's real trick is to draw those with secrets to share directly into her orbit. I put the pause in the wrong place, and I changed the entire meaning of the sentence. At her Garden of Whispers, information can be shared with the guild anonymously. Anyone with a grudge to bear or a competitor to bring low, that is to say, anyone of importance, can ensure that the whole city knows their grievance. It is said that if somebody speaks of your weak spot in the garden at dawn, you can expect to find a knife buried in that exact spot before night falls. Ooh. That was well written. I will send it to Gale. And letter to Morel Alchem. Morel Alchem. I suppose, as you say, that you have reason to be proud of the expansion of the vampire circle in your city. Of course, Athkatla is more homogeneous than Baldur's Gate, and you face fewer challenges from other factions and law enforcement, but still, accept my kudos on your progress there. Enjoy your success while you can, Alchem, for I'm afraid that very soon it will be surpassed by my situation in Baldur's Gate, definitively so. I am on the verge of a long-planned transformation that entirely changes the rules of the game. Too long have I been content to be merely a major city's vampire lord, when I can be so much more. And I shall. But that's all I'll say about the matter at present, young Alchem. After all, we mustn't give away the surprise entirely. Cazador Sar. Oh, what a charming letter that was. Okay. Power structure of Baldur's Gate, the mortal view, eyewitness accounts of the Ballspawn crisis, eternal cruelty, a goblet, a scroll of names. Oh man, there's so much. Power structure of Baldur's Gate. This is a journal of Cazador's thoughts and concerns about the power structure of Baldur's Gate and how the changing balance between the factions affects his own ability to operate in the city without interference or competition. The most recent notes at the end relate to the old problem of Nine Fingers and the Guild and new concerns about the ambitious young Gortash. Cazador's worries about the Guild revolve around the rise of the brash new criminal kingpin known as the Stone Man, and what it might mean for the Gate's underworld if Nine Fingers is replaced. Meanwhile, the upstart Gortash is fielding prototypes of his steel watchers in the city streets. Are they capable enough to detect and damage Cazador's vampire spawn? The answer is probably yes, but we took care of that problem for him, didn't we?
Guilds, nobles, politicians. If he controlled even a fraction of these, the city could be his, and no one would ever know.
Yeah, that is kind of the problem. Yoink. Diseases of the Blood. Oh, I can understand why a vampire would have this book. This is a journal handwritten by a vampire known only as Lady Incognita, in which she describes 2 different blood diseases that, if contracted by ingestion of infected blood, might inconvenience a vampire with a brief illness. The bulk of the text is descriptions of symptoms and diagnoses of red thrombosis and Thranduil's paroxysm. Lady Incognita notes that with a vampire's superior senses, it is possible to train oneself to recognize infected prey by scent before biting them. Red thrombosis is by a piquant gingery odor, and the paroxysm by a sharp astringency. Interesting, but I don't think I can make use of that at this time, so off to camp for Gale to read. Okay. The guild seal on the inside of the cover belongs to a printmaking collective in Baldur's Gate. Of course I remember. Knew the second that girl was walking that she'd be trouble. Little thief, always in everyone's business. And that ward of Gorion went right along with her. No surprise a wicked god's blood was running in their veins. Anonymous, Candlekeep. Hey! That is my half-sister that you are bad-mouthing. Saravok and his lot are always the first ones that come to mind. You know this all started with a bit of iron in Nashkel? Everyone thought their weapons would rot out of their hands. Back then, I thought the problem was bad trade. Never took the man for a son of Baal. Omnian mercenary, interviewed on his deathbed. You dare speak that name to me? My mistress was turned to ash fighting those forsaken wretches. I curse Baal, I curse Irenicus, and I curse you, hostile vampire, Athkatla slums. Hostile vampire. Do they come in any other flavor? The 5 tore Tethir to pieces. I don't think anyone expected more Ballspawn showing up would fix the war that a pack of them started. Then again, they were all inclined to killing each other, eh? Good riddance. Here's hoping every last one of them has been wiped off the face of Faerun. Sour dish merchant, retired. I'm not authorized to be talking about any murder with someone like you. Take it up at the Sea Tower if you want to argue. But honestly, who cares if a ball spawn got it stuck to them? Their father's the killing type, after all. Flaming Fist Gauntlet, Baldur's Gate. Several hundred more interviews follow, most of them terse. Yoink. Eternal cruelty. For my sins, my soul was made ink and written onto this parchment, where its scrawl crawls sleeplessly for eternity, unless you free it. Huh. Thank you. Scroll of names. Names. Thousands of them. Many of the surnames would be familiar to a Baldurian, though some of those near the beginning of the list are families now long disappeared. This is a list of names of people dating back centuries, but continuing right up to the present day. Oh.
Thousands of names. This couldn't be part of the ritual, could it?
It's possible that he was just writing down the names of all of his spawn. But, you know, just in case it's important. Empty. 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 Okay, I've been putting it off, but it's time to address the skull. Velioth, hello.
On the pillow rests a skull with a scroll clamped in its bony jaws. The skull's empty eye sockets flare with an eldritch gleam. You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent.
Huh. The skull's memories rise and unfold. Let them wash over you, or leave. You know, this seems like it might be important. Time for somebody else's flashback.
This skull is all that remains of the vampire Velioth. He turned Cazador, gave him the gift, and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence.
Ooh. Wisdom. Concentrate on the memory. What is Velioth's first lesson? Or move ahead to the second memory fragment. My wisdom ain't good, thanks, chair. But we're gonna try and... What was the first lesson? Oh boy. Shadowheart, help me. Oh, that's not gonna do it. Ah, well, I allow failure rolls unless it's a critical failure, so...
Your attention wanders for a moment, and you miss the import of Velioth's ghostly whisper. Velioth recalls when Cazador reached out to a former friend. His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry.
Huh. Well, we're gonna keep trying, and maybe we'll succeed. Wisdom. Concentrate on the memory. What is Velioth's second lesson? Come on, dice. Come on, dice. Thank you.
Velioth's second lesson is that power comes from solitude. To share with others is to be weak, and to be weak is to fail and die.
You.
Velioth recalls when Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed.
Okay, so what we're saying here is like progenitor, like progenited? What would be the right phrasing here? Concentrate on the memory. What is Velos' third lesson? Move ahead with the fourth memory fragment, or leave. Nope, we're gonna keep trying to concentrate on them memories. Alright, here goes. The dice do not fail me. Just barely. Continue.
Valioth's third lesson is to act not in haste. A near immortal has time to plan, time to act only when others will pay the price of action. Valioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed. Valioth recalls Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Valioth's jaws. The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is yours. Valioth is no more.
Velioth likes me better. Velioth likes me better. They will fail you in the D&D campaign. Well, sometimes. But that's the thing, is like you're playing a game of RNG and chance. You have to let that chance happen. The people who like keep re-rolling and re-rolling until they get a success, they're not playing it right. That's why I let failures happen, unless they're natural ones. Okay, now, this one we're sending back to camp because I want to own it, but I don't want to carry it. The others we're going to hang on to for the moment. And let's just have a little quick save. Unfurling the scroll reveals a list of foul rites and rituals detailing all the ways death can be turned to one's advantage or simply made more interesting. The rite of perfect slaughter, the liturgy of the dead, the sacrament of the damned, and many more strange, accursed rituals cover the parchment. The final entry, however, is familiar. The rite of profane ascension. O piteous dead, O ravenous dead, immortality is your gift, but darkness is your prison and hunger its gaoler. Gaoler? Gaoler? Jailer? Jailer. The rite of profane ascension will release you. Walk in the sun. Suffer not from hunger. Grow your power beyond anything you imagined. A pact has been made with the Lord of Hellfire. Deliver unto him 7,000 souls, each bearing an infernal mark, and you shall be free of your chains. You shall know true power. Deliver the souls, speak the words, Ecce Dominus, has amina offero in sacrificio, nunc volo protestatum quam politicus es mihi. Huh. And yes, I know how to pronounce Latin. It's really hard to be trained in choral music without learning some Latin along the way. And by hard, it's, impossible. At least in North America. I can't speak for other continents, but the North American continent, you can't be a choir girl without learning some Latin. Oh yeah, we needed to read that one. Okay, so we had a journal update off of that. Hello. We found a scroll describing the ritual Cazador wants to perform. He plans to sacrifice thousands of souls, including Asterians, to ascend and gain incredible power. Okay, so that's what the list of names is for. The list of names is all the people that he's sacrificed so far. He's just got the last handful to go now. Oh boy. We are here just in time. Okay, I think that is everything in here. Oh, wait, there's a little shelf, which is also empty. Cute little diagram of what I choose to believe is a frog. Okay, I'm very glad that we came down here first instead of going through the door that was right in front of us. Because that is essential information. Just in case it isn't clear from my actions and the way that I've been speaking, I have every intention of allowing Asterion to ascend here. It may make things a little weird for the rest of the game, but it's important to me that everybody gets what they want, to the extent of my ability to offer that. Okay, so good progress, good progress. Let's save. Do. Interesting. I could touch the crystal vases, but I don't want to.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring.
Okay. Well, let's continue using that Tsar crest.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
Oh.
They're all red and...
It's people.
Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
They're kind of glowing. Gods, these poor people. Is this how you used to live, Asterion? Asterion, do you know who these prisoners are? Or leave? Asterion, do you know who these are?
I don't even know what this prison is. He hid all of this from me. And the others.
Huh.
If I had to guess, I'd say they're part of his ritual. But where in the hells do they come from?
You.
Sebastian?
I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
No. You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things.
Oh my.
My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian.
You remember me.
You were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
I think it would be a bad idea to open these cages.
dirt and blood, you notice that every prisoner has a rune carved into their flesh.
Oh boy. Okay, I understand what's been happening here then. I wonder what percentage Cazador has been eating and what percentage he's been storing. Huh. Look at the symbols. They all have scars. Who is he? Is this how all of your lovers end up? Or whatever this is, we don't have time for it. No, we're gonna go with the results of the perception check. Look at that. They all have scars.
So Cazador marked them too. Bound us all to his ritual. Gods. I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
Let Asterion answer. Persuasion will set you free. Intimidation, stop whining. The only thing that matters is killing Cazador. He's responsible for all of this. Or we need to go, now. Okay, see, this is one of the reasons why I never actually pursued Asterion, besides not actually finding this type attractive. It's the whole thing of like, this guy has been used in every possible way, and I just didn't want to be another one of them. So, with that being said, we're going to let Asterion answer.
170 years. You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone. You took them from me. You took everything from me.
If we let them out, they're going to try and tear Asterion limb from limb. And that's like all of the ones in there, not just Sebastian. So I can't promise them to let them go. I don't know if intimidation is the right answer here either. But saying that we just need to go now seems so cold. I don't know what to answer here. This is a very difficult decision. What am I supposed to say? It's either the intimidation or the we need to go now. Which one is it, is the question. I want to let them out, but I can't now that I know what I know, so... Man, choosing to let Asterion ascend is being... This is, like, causing some extremely difficult decisions. But it's also... They are going to attack him if we let him out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're going to attack him. So... I don't see any route forward that letting them out wouldn't lead to them attacking Asterion. And by extension, the rest of the party. Karlach is going to think less of me. Unfortunately. I don't know if I'm I don't know if I'm intimidating Sebastian or whether I'm intimidating Asterion with this one. But I'm going to try intimidation. I'm going to try the intimidation. Maybe it means that we would be able to let them out and they'll assist us in the fight. But I don't know. I do not have a lot of hope here. Shadowheart, back me up. The dice have spoken.
Kill him. That monster. You can't. It's not possible.
Aw, thanks for the vote of confidence, Sebastian. I know you just met me, so I'm going to overlook it. We'll find a way. Where's he now? Where's the key to your cell? Or sit tight, we'll be back. Where is he now?
The Grand Chamber. Just ahead. But even if you can kill him, what then? What happens to us?
Well... We'll set you free. What else? That depends on you. Can you control your hunger? What do you want to happen? Or I have no intention of freeing a bunch of ravenous spawn. You know what? What do you want to happen?
I don't know. I just don't want to die down here. Please, whatever you do, just do it quickly. I can't go on waiting.
We'll be back. You have my word.
Oh, Asterion, don't make promises you can't keep, baby.
My father will come soon.
Alright, let's talk to him.
Gods above. He kept Sebastian. I should have known what Cazador was capable of. He's played us for such fools. Not just 7 spawn to placate the devil. 7 spawn and 7,000 souls bound to them in blood. Everyone, whoever trusted me enough to let down their guard, innocents, idiots, and the unlucky. It doesn't matter. I will need to sacrifice them all if I want to perform the ritual.
Yeah, yell that in the middle of all of them. That's gonna go so well for all of us. Just say it louder so everyone can hear. I wish I could see Karlach's face as she's doing that good loom behind me. You can save them. It is Cazador's cruelty, not yours, to have kept them alive in this way. Don't think about them. Focus on yourself. Definitely not the last one. That's out of character for both me and this character. So... You know what? This is Cazador. This is on Cazador. Not you. Cazador.
Thank you. Yes. This will all be over soon. It's just...
one way or another.
sickening. Seeing them again. I don't know what else.
Oh boy. Oh, there's... Okay, so... this is just a representative sample, I'm guessing. Because these rooms... yeah, there's like 5 people in that one. Maybe 6 in this one. It's really hard to see with the way the walls are. The dungeon is really, dungeoning.
What do we do when that tall freak comes back?
Tall freak. We save Asterion breaking his promises, but me not breaking any of mine. Dans la chambre grande. And yes, I did just mix languages. You're welcome. Okay.
Breathe deep and move.
This is the most obvious sneaking I've done in quite some time. I mean, sneaking through broad daylight, I've done that before, but sneaking down the only staircase? What
I just
the?
want a little look.
Pale Petrus? Leon. Can't quite see yet. Max out charisma and intimidation and sneak like an orc. Stealth is crap, but you yell, "Do not see Grog," and make everyone read. Yeah. I've read that story as well, and I've heard Zach Reads Giant read that story. Or sorry, Zach Speaks Giant read that story, which was spectacular. I can do nothing but recommend Zach Speaks Giant. His reading is top notch. I should never have spoiled the child so... Oh, hi, Cazador. Okay. Predator werewolf. Aurelia.
Astarion will return to me. Our family will be whole again.
Couple of bats. Another werewolf. There's a part of me that really wants to stash Astarion, like, along one of these hallways. But I think I really need him here for the confrontation. So maybe I can go about this a slightly different way. We'll go to, like, here. And detach the girls. But keep them nearby. Hopefully this will work the way that I hope that it will. Hopefully. Okay, Astarion, you and me.
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son?
Not what I expected.
Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you. Crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
I thought for sure that he would be human. I'm very surprised that he's an elf. Okay. We have the control that I was hoping for. All right. And hopefully this isn't going to fling her into the conversation. Hopefully. Shadowheart, love, please come and stand up here, slightly forward of me.
Let's try this way.
Oh, nope. Ah, darn it. You know, I was hoping for better than that. Oh, I'm so exposed now. Karlak, please.
Sneak, sneak.
Oh, that's much better. Okay, Karlak, you shall be my bodyguard, girl. Yeah. I wish Shadowheart had made it further, but I'm sorry, Karlak, but thank you. Karlak is not involved in the conversation. This amuses me. All right, back to the said conversation. Keep back, do not intervene. We know all about the ritual, we're here to stop you. He doesn't owe you anything. Or Astarion was afraid of you? You're pathetic. Although, I will say, you have excellent choice in Gothic staffs. I don't think I've seen a more Gothic staff ever. Okay, we've let Astarion drive his story so far. Why stop now? Asterion? I, at least, believe that you are capable of speaking for yourself.
Forgiveness? You've never forgiven anything. Every mistake, every slip was punished.
I strove for perfection in all things, even those as imperfect as you. A pity you amounted to so little, despite my efforts.
No! No. Fuck you. And fuck everything you've ever done to me!
Go, Asterion, go! We're here for justice. You're going to pay. We're here to stop the ritual. Careful, Asterion. Don't lose your head. Or say nothing. No? Asterion's been waiting centuries for this. And it might be because of a stupid tadpole worm thing in his head, but he can finally say everything that he's been thinking all this time. I think we should let him vent the poison. Asterion, continue.
They told me you had changed. I dared not believe it. Oh, thankless child. Did I not bless you with our immortal gift? Did I not make you what you are?
You son of a bitch.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything. But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
Oh. Is he not going to be assisting me?
No! Stop him! Get me out of this!
Oh boy.
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus!
Oh boy. Can tell you if you want, but I know you. Yeah, I currently do not want to know. But I need and want Asterion for this fight, so I've got to get him out of this stupid ritual circle. So, I really don't want him to be having Call Lightning around. Farewell, my level 5 spell slot. Could y'all stop taking actions so that I have a moment to think? Those runes are leeching the spawn's power and sending it straight to Cazador. Okay, yes, that is...
With the right footwork, we could steal that power for ourselves.
What I really need is to pop Asterion loose and get him into that circle. But how do I do that? Let me have a look at you, girl. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, we're on stream. Let's not look at the girl. Let's find a masculine person. Petrus, you're male, right? Okay, yes. Okay. All right. As long as I don't focus on them, I should be fine. Let's see. Is there anything here? Entity can't move or take actions, bonus actions, or reactions while enveloped in vampiric magic. If Cazador draws power from all the spawns bound this way 3 times, he will ascend. Okay, there's nothing in the info that tells me how to pop them loose. I can say this guy's wisdom score is even sadder than mine. But he's resistant to so many things. Okay, where did they drag Asterion to? Cutscene that follows victory features close-ups of the bound spawn. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Is that my boy? There's my boy. Okay. He can be assisted. Hold up, he can be assisted. If we can get someone over there. Oh no. And this is Cazador, but I can't... They've made it so I can't look at him, which is great. That's a lot. The best option for someone to get over to Asterion quickly is probably Karlach. But... Asterion has to be on the furthest place from where I and my party am. Lord, why did I bring him along with me on this confrontation? Admittedly, he would have been dragged in anyway. But yeah, I think what we need to do is get Asterion out of where he is and get him here. Preferably after Cazador is smacked around. I don't want to put myself too far forward because I'm going to get chewed up. But, man, what can I do? What can I do? I don't really want to attack the spawn, even though... Wait, can I fuck something up by... No, the sarcophagus does not have hit points. Okay, that's... think I need to get the sword going. But should I have it sing or should I have it scream? Dun. Singing is a bonus to allies. Shrieking is a penalty to anything that comes nearby. I think we should scream today. But I still want to stay behind Karlach. At least for now. For while we have Karlach to be behind, anyway. But yes, we're gonna have the sword scream. And I guess call it good. Although, you know what? Let's come up to the top steps so that I am not attacking from below when it comes time to attack. I now cannot use my bow for the rest of the combat. This will be fine. Oh, great! This is basically what I was hoping for. Oh dear.
Bye forever, pal.
Karlach, sweet thing. How far can she get? Pretty damn far. Choices, decisions.
Knees high.
Poisonous necrotic appendage.
Ow!
Let's end this.
I do not like how much stinking cloud there is going on right now. I'm going to make this an axe just because it's easier to see. I hate how the axe has a different... I hate how the spiritual weapon has a different initiative. It's not supposed to be that way. I love how we get a 210 XP for a 1 hit point bat.
What's this?
How you're getting XP at max level. Yeah, well... Oh no! Oh, there's so many choices. Nice.
Our ritual is near complete. Can you feel its profane power?
Blah, blah, blah. Shite. I can kind of tell at this point that I'm going to have to attempt this combat more than once, which is just as well because this is... I would really like to find a way that Asterion doesn't get dragged into the ritual. I don't think there is a way. Immune to poison. Okay. Can't answer that quick. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, so... How long will Karlach sleep? 9?! Sierra Lad, I'm pretty sure that there is no way that I can do this without Asterion being dragged into the ritual, while still actually having him participate in the conversation. So... And I really don't want him to be not participating in the conversation, so... Ay, 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 ay. Oh, lordy. It's fun, though. My sword is still shrieking. I do what I do for the party.
Take you.
Dang. My choices of bonus action are not great. If I throw healing at Karlak, will that wake her? Let's find out. Aha! You're useful!
Not yet. Please. Oh no.
No, wait, she's... Why? Why? I thought she'd gotten up. Darn it, I wasted a healing on that? Admittedly, the wolves are going to hit her and wake her up, but I'm still...
Can't afford to let up.
You're in the Spirit Guardians. You're in the Spirit Guardians. You're in the Spirit Guardians. I don't see a good reason to move. Oh, fascinating. Oh, they have some more intelligence than I had credited them with. Just noticed the time. Fight is fun in the owl kind of way. Good night. Good night, Sierra lad. Thank you for spending this time with me. I don't know that I'm going to be at all successful in this, but I'm gonna try. Maybe some lacerating action. 75. Really? Why does the bat have high defense? Lacerate! Critical miss! No! Would you stop doing that? Oh god, my throat. I should not have done that. So Karlak is fearful and sleeping. That's great. Oh, blast. It's also concentration. I wish I had more... How many of these things count as undead anyway? Yeah, like that. Is there any point in bringing me back up again? Cazador's just gonna smack me again. Why does he get to have his turn before I get to have mine? Although, admittedly, if Cazador keeps smacking me down, that means he's not attacking the other party members. I love how the sword keeps going, even though I get knocked down. And down I go again. Oh wait, I've got 4 whole hit points. I think the sword might have been a poor choice of what to do first. Well, Karlach's awake. Yeah? What are you gonna do? Basically going to... Received backpack. Shite, we just... Shite! Ah! Okay. We failed. How do I do this? We can't... We can't let Asterion get pulled into the ritual. It's...
I never should have spoiled the child's soul.
We're gonna have to have a confrontation without Asterion and hope that he forgives me. Asterion?
Quietly.
The only thing we can do is prevent the ascension. And the only way I can think of to prevent the ascension is by having Asterion not be part of this ritual at all. What actually is over here? What the heck? is all this? Invasion plans for the Sword Coast. Ooh, Otto's irresistible dance. Sure, take that. A trap? Oh. I think I should have poked around a little bit more before going into all that. Okay, Asterion, I believe in you. Ooh, you believe in you too. Vampires before Velioth. Rotting basket more. Okay. Our illustrious predecessors. Brief notes on the succession of master vampires in Baldur's Gate by Lady Incognita. All dates Dale Reckoning. 612 to 698. Aravask the Forebear. 698 to 713. Zoltan Far the Eviscerator. 713 to 888. Madame Talon the Well-Preserved. 888 to 955, The Interroganum, Temporary Suppression by Lathandrins. 955 to 998, Blesseuse the Coryphée, who led her spawn in ecstatic blood dances. 998 to 1019, Dixon Binder. Nightbinder. 1019 to 1019, Fableur the Fleeting. Yeah, you don't say. 1019 to 1138. Hideous Gathwick, who knew not satiety. 1138 to 1204. Danelis Zar the Architect, who opened the Tourmaline Depths. 1204 to 1276. Velioth the Martinet. 1276 to present, Cazador Sar, the Avid. Okay. Not useful, but Asterion's gonna take that anyway. Scroll of Planar Binding. I will send that to me. I should definitely have looked around a little bit more before all that. Okay, and then this goes back to... Alright. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I owe it to myself and Asterion to try. If we have Asterion hang out back here, he doesn't get to take part in the confrontation, but he doesn't get dragged into the ritual, maybe?
Let's not get caught off guard.
Okay. Attempt number 2. don't know how this is going to go. Possibly this is going to end up with a really long battle that's going to take me well past what my stop time should be. Or possibly this is going to drag Asterion into the ritual again, and yeah. But I think if Asterion isn't involved, he's not going to perform the ritual. Or, you know, we could just shoot him in the back. That is also a possibility. Although I have a suspicion that shooting him in the back or stabbing him in the back or any of those variations would just result in Asterion getting dragged in anyway.
To abandon me! To abandon his family! Wretched creature.
Can you smell it? Blood. Fear. The cattle know. The slaughter is here.
Okay, well, let's see if just conversing causes issue.
Don't waste a step.
Come, girls. We're going to get as close to Czar as I think we can.
Astarion will return to me. Our family will be whole again.
Here goes.
Now, this is unexpected. You who follow on the heels of our poor lost son. Has he sent you here to parley on his behalf, hmm? Will he not even speak to his own family?
Oh. Interesting. He's not coming, and you can't complete this ritual without him. You're not his family, you're a monster. Persuasion, I'm here to discuss handing him over. I can save you a lot of trouble. Or just, you know, straight up attack. And somehow the girls aren't in here? Fascinating. Yeah, she's just... Oh. Oh. Oh, baby, hello.
A long way to go still. On I go.
Can you smell it? Blood. Fear. The cattle know.
This could go well, or this could go really badly, but, this is a fun configuration, isn't it? Admittedly, I could, like, place someone here just in case Asterion does get dragged in. But... let's work with this, because, okay, back to the... let's see here. I'm not going to be handing him over. I'm not even going to offer to hand him over. I think that the second one is more in character for this character. Although I really want to say the first one to him. You're not his family. You're a monster.
What is family if not the monsters we are obliged to love? That is why he will come back to me, because he yearns to be with his people, because this is all he knows. Oh, you have been an interesting distraction for him, no doubt, but your time together is over. When you don't return, he will realize he has nowhere else to go. He will come to me, and he will be mine.
I won't let you use me as bait. Persuasion, what if I just bring Asterion to you? I could walk him right in here, or attack. It's the first one or the last one. How violent am I feeling after that fight? Just attack him. Whomp him in the face. Channel some Karlach.
You think you can stand against me?
Why not?
I am the immortal Kaza daughter, and you will be mine!
I mean, Shocking Grasp does have the chance of stunning him. Oh boy, we are not letting you have the lightning. Having the girly pops right next to him definitely helped. Okay, so now we don't have the ritual running. Ah, bugger. Okay, can't use actions because she's nauseous. Let's do a quick. Fascinating. Asterion, it's time. Make your incredibly slow way that a door? Nope, that is not a door. Okay, it just looks like a door. Do you think we stashed him far enough away? We really need to take out Cazador. He is just too strong even when he's not ascending, so... Okay, Asterion, dear, just stash yourself down here, just in case. Back to Karlach.
Put him up.
I mean, I know you can't knock a cloud prone. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm sorry that you're not raging, darling.
Shall we? Move unseen.
I know what I need to do here.
Over here.
Shoop, 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 shoop. Go, go, go. Go, boy, go, boy, go, boy, go.
Fuck yes.
I'm sorry I couldn't have you rage. Oh, it's getting real crowded over here. Okay, forget the sword, we're hitting some things with lightning. And we're using the level 6 spell slot to do it. That's very tempting. I could also go for Cazador and Friend, but we really need to clear the clusterfuck, I think, but... Oh, no, I can't hit Cazador without hitting either Karlach or Asterion, so... Please, all of you, just die. wish there was a way that I could get away without getting that attack of opportunity. Maybe? Yes.
Breathe deep and move.
We will stand over here as my best idea.
Go for the throat.
Okay. Asterion could leave the premises, but I don't want him moving off of Cazador. We could set up a flourish? Maybe? No. Could stab this guy. Well, we could stab Cazador with the offhand. Frankly, that's the most tempting thing. Gotta take Cazador out. He is target number 1. And if I can get Asterion to be the one to kill him, that would be even better.
So much for peace.
Sorry, Shadowheart. Oh, no, 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 no. Absolutely not. A level 6? I don't have the counter spell for it. No! Because I used my level 6 for the lightning. Well, we're just going to have to try and break their concentration instead. Shite. And now I don't have a reaction for when Cazador moves. No, my high level call lightning. My Shadowheart.
Much longer.
Oh no. Oh. Lovely watching those bats kill themselves attacking Karlach. That's fun. Shite. Oh no. Oh, lordy, lordy. Not enough movement to get to Cazador. Honestly, don't know what to do for or about Shadowheart at this point. Sorry, girl. Oh, she dead. Oh. We might still be able to pull this off, but... we need... Cazador is priority target number 1. The question is how to... We need to wallop him. Assuming Karlak remains conscious until her next turn, she can deliver a whammy like no one can believe. Really? Okay, sorry, Karlak, bye.
Over here.
%60 chance, dang. What are the chances? 35. Ugh. Would hold person even work on him when he's in gas form? Nope. Can't sneak attack him. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of those were criticals, which is pretty darn awesome. For crying out loud. If Karlak could just be awake for her turn, please. Oh, Lordy, I got nothing. I mean, I could deny Cazador his ascension by killing Asterion outright, but... something needs to be done about that Chatterteeth, but I don't think I can reach them. Or I can. Suck daggers.
Shall we dance? On my way.
Still breathing, despite everything.
And then you end in defeat.
Yeah! Ran out of sleep spells, maybe? I just love watching the bats kill themselves on Karlach. That's amazing. Oh yeah, this fight's over.
Those runes. Kazi's using them to suck the power right out of those poor fuckers.
Yeah?
Who can play at that shit? Let old Karlach step on and take a taste.
Oh, that actually sounds like fun. Yes. Can't quite reach the one that Asterion is part of, but
Covered.
Well played, but I still have power enough to rend the flesh from your bones.
man, I wish I had something good to do. Wait a minute. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep the results of this fight, so... (23 to 38, 12 to 21, 13 to 18, 13 to 18. Yeah, the rune powder bomb is probably the strongest one. This is all because I couldn't let Karlach rage. What do you mean I can't throw? Oh, right, because you're nauseous. Well, fine, then rage. Where is our local gas cloud at this moment? There he is.
Complete. Can you feel its profane power?
That was gonna go out with a bang. Now it's just gonna be out. Oh, I was gonna have such fun. Cazador is right in a straight line from Karlach. Okay. I think I have the right idea. I definitely didn't have the right tactics. But not having Asterion participate at the beginning bought us an incredible amount of time. And if I can just actually lay down the damage in that amount of time. And we've got to take out that caster so that she stops putting Karlach to sleep, because that is hamstringing everything. So I am not going to attempt the fight again tonight because it's already almost 12:30, which definitely makes it past time, which is why I'm sitting here on the game over screen. What we're going to be doing is I will spend the week thinking about how to deal with this fight, given the information that I have so far. And I think perhaps we should not be letting Cazador talk. I think that mayhaps talking to Cazador might not be in my best interests. So I might skip that part next week and go straight to the head kicking. Just as a general thought that I'm having. And yes, figuring out a way to take out that caster quickly. Yes, I have many thoughts to think, and I will be doing that over the next week. But you know what? We're not going to look at this game over screen for any longer. We're going to look at the ending soon screen. This is not the end of my Baldur's Gate playing. I will be back again next week to attempt this fight again, hopefully with some more success. Somebody in this group has holy water, I remember. I just have to remember which one. I'm going to have to check inventory for that one. I know I gave it to somebody. Probably Karlach, because she's my baseball arm, but I'm just going to write down holy water where as part of my notes. Yes, I'm going to be thinking about this, and I'm going to consider exactly how to address this. It would be so much easier if I shut down this ritual. Like, if I took out the spawn, it would be so easy. But, yeah. Well, in any case, if you want to see my other various successes and failures in Baldur's Gate, well, the good news is you can find that on my YouTube channel, which I have just linked to in the chat to make it easy to find. There are playlists there for Baldur's Gate 1, for Baldur's Gate 2, and for as far as I've gotten through Baldur's Gate 3 so far, to keep y'all on the loop and everything. So that will be good to keep you apprised of the situation until the next time I stream Baldur's Gate 3, which will be next week. But, yeah. Or, you know, you could pick another one of my series to binge, because I've been much more successful in those ones than I was tonight. But, you know, speaking of my streaming, I will be back again tomorrow night, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, or maybe 7:30, depending on how things fall out schedule-wise to play Slime Rancher 2 for Management Monday. I will be possibly expanding my ranch some more. I will be definitely doing a lot more exploring because I opened up a whole new area and I got a whole new tool to try out. So that's going to be a thing. And we'll figure that out. Then on Wednesday night at approximately 7:15 or so, once we get some people together to form a game, I will be playing either Among Us or 100% Orange Juice or Scribble It or some combination of the above with my friends, depending on how many folks show up. It really does depend. When we have the largest number of people that we can, we play Among Us. When we have the smallest number of people that we can, we play 100% Orange Juice. And if we have too many people for 100% Orange Juice but not quite enough for Among Us, that is when we play Scribble It. And then hopefully, assuming that I have recovered enough from my cold to continue talking for that long, when 10:15 or 10:20 rolls around and my friends abandon me for this whole thing they call sleeping, well, that is when I will switch over to my solo Valheim server. This is a question mark on whether or not that one's going to happen because I do have this nasty cold and it is still occupying my throat and my sinuses. I am definitely still feeling it in my throat tonight, especially with the yelling that I have done, and that was very ill-advised, which is why the Sing reward is turned off right now, but that's another matter for another time. So hopefully I will get to the Valheim. Then on Thursday night, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be playing Circus Electrique for Try Not to Die Thursday. I'll be continuing to work my way through the streets of London and hopefully raising the fame of my circus so that I can get more than 4 classes. Because the 4 classes I have are really fun, but they've mentioned a whole bunch of other classes that I'm really interested in finding out how they play. So I really want to find that out, and hopefully we will get to that during next Thursday's stream. And then, next Sunday night, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I shall return to Baldur's Gate 3, where eventually, by hook or by crook, we are going to kick Cazador's ass all over this map, and hopefully off the ledge, Sparta style, if we're that lucky. So, that is the plan. And that is the schedule for the upcoming week. All the games that I'm going to be playing and what I plan to do in each game. And hopefully my cold lets me do all of them, but we shall see. I cannot predict that far into the future with this particular illness at this time. So we'll find out together, all of us. But you know, whether I can finish the whole stream, whether or not it tightens up my throat, and whether or not I actually succeeded tonight, which I kinda didn't, but I learned some things, I still have a lot of fun. And I have had a lot of fun. And I hope that all of you have had at least as much fun as I have. And I hope that you all have a great night. Good night.